So what makes Blazor great? I usually say that Blazor removes everything I hate about web development. And I saw a Reddit post a while back that really embodied my thoughts so well. This feels like cheating. I feel like I'm getting away with something. And it shouldn't be this easy to build sites. When I first introduced Blazor to my colleague, he just couldn't understand how easy it was. My demo was just a simple select box, but the difference between that implementation and the one that we previously did using MVC was enough for him to say, you know what, this is the technology we should use from now on. So 7 days after the release of Blazor, we were running it in production. Granted, it was just a very small part, but still, we were running it in production. While rewriting our existing app to Blazor, we noticed quite quickly that rewriting a component using Blazor was in many cases faster than implementing that change or even fixing a bug in the current MVC architecture. We were saving time almost immediately. We have already touched on some of the advantages, but compared to Webform's MVC on Razor pages, it's the simple and familiar way that Blazor just gives us an interactive UI. Now suddenly we got feedback like nothing happened because they were used to the whole page reload. And suddenly only parts were reloaded. Then we started leveraging the power of SignalR, updating the UI when things happened in other parts of the system. Now we got feedback like, why do I have to reload the data here? Isn't this supposed to update automatically? So this shift for us was a big shift in productivity and simplicity. And for our users, it was a huge leap into the world of interactivity and productivity. This also meant for us that we went down the rabbit hole when it comes to UX. It became easier for us to create standardized and reusable components, making it so that our users' daily tasks were much easier. This is something we will return to throughout this course. So here I am talking about Blazor as if it will replace Webform's MVC and Razor pages, and I really think it will. But the cool part is that all of this is part of ASP.NET. So there's nothing standing in your way to mixing and matching these technologies if we would want to. I'm not saying that you should, but you can. But there are more frameworks out there, and heck, a new one probably popped up now, and now, and now. So is Blazor the Angular killer? Someone added me on Facebook as a friend and I accepted that invitation, and immediately I got a message. So are you working with Blazor? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yes, I am. Never gonna be a thing. Okay, I don't know if he had his arm crossed or not, but okay. So, why do you think that? Never gonna beat Angular or React. Now I'm pretty sure that it actually had his arm crossed. And this is the mentality that always shows up. For something new to emerge, something old needs to disappear, and that is simply not the case. This isn't Highlander. There can be more than one. So I believe that Blazor is for people who want to build interactive web applications using their existing knowledge, which is probably C#. This is the first step. I also believe that even if you are an Angular or React developer, Blazor may make you more productive. I will end this video with another story. This happened to a former colleague of mine. He was working with another company supplying them with data. And he talked to the other developer from the other company who said, well, I used Blazor for this site. And my former colleague was intrigued. Since we were using it, he said, oh, nice. So do we. What do you think about it? And he replied, I'm a React developer normally. My colleague go, okay, so why did you choose Blazor then? Oh, I needed to put together a site fast, and this was a little bit faster. So even a seasoned React developer was more productive using a, for him, new technology like Blazor. Now, I'm sure that this is not true for everyone, but I think the thought of this is just mind-boggling. So these are just some of the things, some of the reasons that makes me love Blazor. And I hope that you feel the same already, or perhaps by the end of this course, feel the same as I do.